Hey guys, Matt Kivlan here for the final video of the semester. So what I did for my final project, I did on the Showtime series Shameless, which is based on a family, the Gallagher family in the south side of Chicago. It was created by Paul Abbott and it premiered in January of 2011 and it's running on its ninth season now. It's more of a comedy drama. You know, it's got a lot of serious moments, but there are some breaks in it where there is a little bit of comedy and stuff like that. Basically, it follows a family in the south side of Chicago living in poverty. There's, I believe, 6 children, and I'm not sure if you can really consider them parents, but Frank and Monica Gallagher are the parents, and then children are Fiona, Lip, or Philip, Ian, Debbie, Carl, and Liam. Fiona is the oldest one, and she takes on the role of both parents really in the whole situation. She basically raises the children from the time they're basically born. She really didn't have a childhood because she was raising the other kids. She was the mother and father trying to provide, finding different ways to feed the kids since they were living in poverty. Frank was a really, really big alcoholic and drug addict. Monica was a drug addict on top of being bipolar on top of that. And each kid really takes on a portion of their parents. Fiona makes terrible decisions when it comes to relationships, like both of her parents did. Lip, the oldest boy, he's a massive alcoholic as well, just like Frank, his father. He really gets under control and tries to make things come around and work for him in his life. But he does struggle with that addiction. Towards the end, the seasons they're on now, he's in and out of AA. He's a really brilliant mind. He got a full ride scholarship to a good college there in Chicago, but ended up getting kicked out when he got drunk basically and smashed in a professor's car. But then turns around, the professor somehow convinced the university to let him back in the university, but he still ends up dropping out because he couldn't afford to pay it because they really don't come from money. Ian struggles with bipolar very, very bad, just like his mother Monica. It's something he struggled with throughout the whole series. He also had some other struggles. He came out as homosexual during the show, and growing up in the south side of Chicago was really taboo for that to happen. So he really had to put up with a lot with that. He really found his calling when he became a paramedic, and then became an activist in helping other kids come out to their parents, and let them know that it is okay. You are who you are. And really people shouldn't try to change that. Debbie makes terrible decisions. She basically got pregnant on purpose when she was like 14, had a baby, and now she's starting to realize that it's really hard being a single mother with no money. She finally got into trade school to become a welder. Couldn't really find a good job, so she was doing some night work when the unionized labor workers were not at work, and she ends up getting hurt, and medical bills and everything are starting to pile up on her. Carl and the family, he's really got his stuff together. He had a really bad problem with stealing when he was younger, but then he met a police officer who got him into military school, and now he's really turned his life around. He's really trying to make something of himself. He's doing his best to stay in military school. Liam, the youngest one, you really don't know much about Liam because he was a baby when the series started. He's probably 7 or 8 at this point. He's really not in the series that much. He's there but doesn't have a major role. Frank and Monica really did a number on these kids. Frank, he was there physically but not mentally. When he was there, he was drunk or on drugs. He's really, really smart. That's where Lip gets his brilliance from. He could really talk himself out of anything. He's really, really good at convincing something. I swear he's taking a class on persuasion. He goes off on rants, and they're really intelligent and articulate rants, but it's only to get himself or his kids out of situations. And he's really not the father the type of father that the kids need in this story. So Fiona really takes on the role as mother and father, and the family struggles. They have to find food, they have shelter, but the house is old, it's always broken, they're always having to fix things, they don't really have the money to fix it, so they're kind of having to put it together with duct tape, I guess you can say. But yeah, it's a great series to check out. It's on Showtime. It's still running. I think they're on the break of season 9 right now, kind of that midpoint, but it's definitely something to check out. Thanks.